Good morning. We are joining you from the beautiful town of Dundas, and we're promoting the Dundas Cactus Festival.
Yes, we are.
We're here with Steve. He's the president of this whole deal. Big year for you guys this year.
Huge year. 178 vendors. We're extending the festival from Market all the way down to York. We've got a massive youth interactive zone, BMX, high-flying road show, a gaming trailer. We've got a classic car show down there.
What's a gaming trailer?
A game trailer is where we've got 16 kids free play. That's a big word.
Yeah.
Free.
Free is a big word.
Here, it's free. I mean, we're not going to pay for your food, but everything else is free. Free music on 4 stages. Game trailer, 16 kids in there. You know, kind of free
like, are they playing video games in there? Like,
Absolutely.
what are they doing?
Well, well, they're not. I don't know what other games they'd be playing in there. But a little video game trailer. So it's a new addition.
Okay.
Escape room's coming back again. The BMX bike show is really going to be a jewel at that end.
Yeah.
And of course, at the other end, we've got the family fun zone, and Andy G will be there, and a bunch of his friends. We're going to have the teddy bear picnic. So please, I want XM at gobeink.com. Geez, you know, I even forget that. If you want to register for the teddy bear picnic, just send us an email. Again, I want XM at gobeink.com, and we'll sign you up.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and thanks so much, CH. You're a great partner among all of the other fantastic partners.
So many.
And especially our friends at all levels of government. We couldn't do it without them. They've been a huge help. Come down, bring your umbrella.
Just in case, because you never know. Don't worry, I'll have a word with Brian Wood. Us weather people, you know.
I'm having a word with a number of people that may not be terrestrial. So.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed for good weather this weekend. There are going to be so many amazing performances happening throughout the streets of Dundas. All of your local shops and vendors, they'll be open as well, welcoming you. Shop local, small business owners.
Yeah. I mean, they're here and they're sharing the street with us. We really appreciate that and can't say enough about them. And we've got a massive, selfie photo display with huge sequoia cactuses. So come on down, take a selfie and post it on our social.
All right, there's so much more coming up on Morning Live from the Dundas Cactus Festival, kicking off all weekend long.
Sing it.
Flash.
Sing it.
The Dundas Cactus Festival is happening this weekend, and you're getting a shot of Claire, who is, yes, the beauty queen of the Dundas Cactus Festival. It's been around so long. It is such an old tradition, and that is what we're here for. We're looking at stuff that is very, very cool. There are going to be so many vendors and entertainers throughout the streets of Dundas this weekend. You got to come down and check it out. Being joined by Austin now, who is from the Dundas Museum, and we talked last year. You showed me some pretty cool stuff. What's in the box this year?
Well, last year I brought a flag from Cactus Fest from the 80s. Cactus Fest goes back to 1976, but there's a lot of people who are around from 1976, and they went, well, you're a museum, don't you have some older stuff? So I thought, well, Dundas is a lot older, and people in Dundas have been celebrating for a lot older than Cactus Fest. Cactus Fest is just the most recent version of Dundas's celebrations. So what I have here is actually a cannonball.
I was just about to say, is that a cannonball?
Yes, it's an 8-pound cannonball, which was likely fired out of the Town Hall cannon, which is now in front of Town Hall.
Can I lift it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Holy cow, that's heavy.
Yeah, so this is what people used to do to celebrate things in Dundas. One of the first civic celebrations was for the Queen's birthday back in the Victorian era, for Victoria Day. They would actually take a cannon that was part of the Dundas Volunteer Artillery Company. It was an old Crimean war cannon that a guy named Colonel Notman got from the government, and they would drag it up to the hill on top of Victoria Street, which used to be called Cannon Hill, and they would fire it off right across the valley before there were houses in between, and right into the escarpment.
Wow.
And that was part of the celebration. And so every once in a while, one of these cannonballs rolls its way down the hill and appears in the ditch or the driving park or something. Yeah, so this ball was actually found by a local metal detectorist named Robert Jackson in the Dundas driving park.
Wow.
You can see it's been fired because it's very misshapen.
Well, I was just about to say, aren't they normally supposed to be just perfectly round?
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably from the impact. And I mean, it's possible someone brought their cannonball and left it in the park, but it's actually most likely that this is one of the ones from the mid-19th century that was fired out of the old Dundas cannon.
That's super cool.
Yeah, so nothing like that happening this Cactus Fest.
No,
but
probably not.
it's a tradition to think about bringing back.
Now, what are you guys going to be doing at the Cactus Fest? You're just going to be kind of showcasing and giving tours?
Exactly. So the museum has some special extra Cactus Fest hours. We're open from 10 to 4 on Saturday and then 12 to 4 on Sunday. And we have a booth down by the fire hall with our historic fire trucks. All the Dundas fire trucks going back to 1928 have been preserved. And they'll be up next to some kiosks that tell the history of Cactus Fest itself. So if you're interested in learning about the festival, we've got a booth there. There's also merchandise and Dundas bric-a-brac if people want souvenirs. Yeah.
Amazing. So it's going to be such a fun weekend. Keeping our fingers crossed that the weather cooperates. Bring your umbrella just in case, because you never know. Thank you, Austin, for joining us. There's so much more coming up from Dundas Cactus Fest on Morning Live, but for now, back inside the studio. Welcome back to Sean and Ed Brewery.
Woo-hoo!
We are promoting the Dundas Cactus Festival happening this weekend in downtown Dundas. I'm being joined by John, who is the entertainment director of the Cactus Festival. Thanks, John. This is a beautiful group. The kids are adorable.
The Africanus Portuguese folk group.
Wow,
and
that's
you'll be able
a
to
tongue
see.
twister.
That's a tongue twister. I'm a Hungarian, so I got a lot of tongue.
You got it. You got it.
So they're going to be
my.
appearing. You want to come on Saturday? We have a great multicultural stage, stage 2, at the Cactus Festival. You'll be able to see the Africanus dancers. We also have on Friday night 22K Magic, which is a tribute to Taylor Swift and Bruno Mars.
Oh, Swifties.
Then we have Jack the Kaiser playing, and on Saturday we have Freedom Train. Sunday Freedom Train.
Wow.
And then we have the illusionist Lucas Wilson on Sunday in the afternoon, and we have the George Arnone Big Band playing. So we have a licensed patio with tons of seating.
Yep.
Sean and Ed's Flat Rock Cellar. We got the cultural stage at King and Albert Stage, sponsored by Hamilton Brant Tourism and TD Bank. We have the Indigenous Cultural and LGBT dance and musical performances. Ghana, Ukraine, Philippine, Chinese, Serbian, Japanese, and Ukrainian.
I'm Serbian, so I'm like,
oh, yeah, that's right. Local bands, Rocket and the Renegades, Low Down Dirty Mojos, Suburban Street, and Miss Divine Pope.
Ooh.
A tribute to Carol Pope.
Wow.
It's off the chart. Really good.
It's like, I feel like every time I cover this, and it is only my second year, it gets bigger and bigger. Like more vendors are coming this year.
Lots of vendors. And next year's the 50th, just as a heads up.
Okay, so I'll put you in my calendar for this time next year for the 50th
Big
anniversary.
bands. Now, I'm not saying, who. I'd love to have Offspring or somebody like that. But hey, that's just me.
Just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And some of the board members can maybe mortgage their homes.
And see if we can pay it.
Yeah.
Kid Zone is going to be a big hit too. A lot of kid entertainers, right?
Lots of kids entertainers. We saw earlier Mr. Griffith. He was a kids entertainer. He'll be there.
Yeah, it was
We
good.
also have a classic car show on Saturday and Sunday. Tie-dye festival shirt.
Where you can like tie-dye your own shirt?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Jaggers BMX show.
Oh, the bike show. Yeah, that's a huge hit every year, right?
Fantastic.
Okay, there is so much to see and do this weekend. Dundas Cactus Festival. Don't miss it. So much more coming up on Morning Live. This beautiful fire engine, believe it or not, joined the Dundas Fire Station in 1961. It was fighting fires until the early 90s. In fact, it still works. It has spent its entire life in Dundas. Beautiful antique. This is just one of the things that you can check out if you come down to the Dundas Cactus Festival that's happening all weekend long right here in Dundas. There's going to be so much to see and do. I'm now being joined by David. And David, you are from the Hamilton Pro Wrestling. I didn't even know Hamilton had pro wrestling.
Yeah, Hamilton actually has a rich history of pro wrestling, going back years and years and years. We've had a lot of wrestling here, and it has a rich history, and we're excited to be back at the Dundas Cactus Festival. We're going to be presenting shows Friday evening, Saturday afternoon, into the evening, and then Sunday as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, can people kind of get involved? Is it interactive, or is it just kind of a display, come and watch and see if you want to get involved?
It's definitely interactive in the sense of, like any kind of performance, we encourage the crowd to cheer on their favorites and boo the bad guys and really get involved in that sense, absolutely. And then just kind of watch and enjoy the show from a safe distance as well.
How long have you been wrestling for?
So I've been wrestling the majority of my life for 20 years.
Wow.
And we've been running the Hamilton Pro Wrestling Academy for 8 years now and presenting shows for 7 years. And this is our second year back at the Dundas Cactus Festival.
Okay, so when you say the academy, like, are these like kids that are coming in, or is it mostly for adults?
Mostly for adults, yeah. We run a wrestling academy here where we train
That's so funny to me.
adults to train people to wrestle, just like anyone that plays hockey or football
sports,
or any other sports. That's what we do with professional wrestling.
Okay, but is it like, it's hard, like, is it like the WWE?
Yeah, absolutely.
So is it like, like, are you hurting each other, or is
it's that
it
perfect
like...
combination of sports and entertainment.
Okay.
It's that perfect mix of sports and entertainment where ultimately we're putting on a show,
Yeah.
but you know, there's all athletics to it as well.
Okay, I understand. Whoa! Oh my goodness, what is happening right now? Who is this masked character? Whoa! David, are you okay? Are you all right?
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is, but he shouldn't be here. All right, there is so much happening this weekend in Dundas. A reenactment of that is likely to happen, so you got to check it out. Dundas Cactus Festival. You can go to the website, and it's all going to be on our website as well at chch.com.